question which is crucial for peace in the Holy Land and more broadly in the Middle East, because the Israeli-Palestinian issue is the core issue which radicalizes the region and which energizes anti-Americanism into terrorism in the broader Islamic world. So there's a great deal at stake. Many see Hamas as a pure villain. It has been branded by Israel, the United States, and some others as a terrorist organization rather than a legitimate movement for Palestinian independence or resistance against occupation. It is widely seen as extremist, and yet, on many instances, it has shown principle and discipline restraint. Is this an organization which is, this organization is Islamist, Sunni Salafi in orientation? Is it morally absolutist, or is it, as it claims, a democratic party which is prepared to accept alternation in office? It, of course, won the Palestinian elections rather decisively and remains very popular. And it is seen in neighboring countries, autocracies like Egypt and Saudi Arabia, as a major threat in that it appears to unite Islamism and democracy. It does not accept Israel's right to exist, but it does accept that Israel does exist, and is repeatedly stated that it is willing to deal with Israel. Is Hamas, the elected government of the Palestinians, a victim? It has been assiduously isolated and sought to be overthrown by Israel and the United States. It has, oddly, as a Sunni Islamist movement, been driven into the arms of Iran, having nowhere else to go. And it is now the subject of a siege in Gaza, with many implying that this siege will soon blossom into a full-scale war. In any event, Hamas's ascendancy as an elected government in Gaza has been accompanied by new extremes in suffering for the Palestinian people. Is Hamas the missing ingredient in peace? Can a peace process that excludes the elected majority government of Palestine work, or is it dead on arrival? If Hamas is not included somehow in whatever peace may eventuate, will it not have the capacity to wreck that peace? By what right do those who are not elected claim to speak for and negotiate on behalf of Palestinians? These are not easy questions, and they are all at play as former President Jimmy Carter prepares to go to Damascus next week to meet with the exiled leader of Hamas, Khalid Mishal, who may, in fact, have quite different views than some of the Hamas people within Palestine. There is a theory that the two parts of the movement are not in sync, and that they may be pursuing different agendas. This raises, finally, the question of the role of Hamas more broadly